ask you though, this is Domi, I'm here, we are hosting together with Nelly. And you know, I think you said that there's been an increase of women in media, but I don't know whether there's also been an increase of women being portrayed in the media. So there's a disconnect somewhere, and somehow the less a society or a community or a gender is portrayed in the public domain in a manner to support who they are, and to also let people know that they are actually not much ado about nothing, but generally are real contributors to the development of society. Do you think that I'm a media person also, do you think we are failing our own gender as media practitioners?
So I think as women media practitioners, we have a responsibility to amplify the voices of other women who are doing incredible things to promote gender equality and the general liberation of women. As women media practitioners, yes, there is a lot that we can do, and that starts by ensuring that even the stories that we write are not demeaning stories. They're not stories that are meant to break down. They're not meant to create a negative impact on how the society views a woman leader. As a media practitioner, I'd speak on my behalf and I'd say that what I do is I ensure that I find the voice of every woman in every story. And by finding their voice, I make sure that whatever they're speaking or they're telling, their essence or their impact on the story means the views of other women in the societies they serve or represent. And I think it should also be the responsibility of other women media practitioners, editors and journalists to ensure that they curb the current trend of fake news or sensationalism, which is really a big problem in Kenyan media right now. Because you know what sells is the drama. You know how our online spaces operate. So I think as media practitioners, we should focus on telling the positive, the impactful stories, telling progressive stories, the stories that reflect truly on who our women leaders are, the work that they do, and the impact that they bring to our communities and our societies. Because if we just decide to go all in for the sake of profit and whatever that comes out of it, then it means it derails the impact that we have, the gains that we have made so far in achieving gender equality. It is also examining how we are framing our stories. Are the way we are packaging our stories going to influence positive impact? Will we be able, through our stories, will we be able to influence women to vote for women in elections? Will we influence women to believe in the power of other women? And will we be able to dispel myths? Will we be able to break biases, and even our personal biases? Will we be able to ensure that our stories are making positive impact? And that includes ensuring that we frame stories and package stories that are going to make positive impact in societies and communities. And that looks like ensuring that if you're going to write about the 2/3 gender role, you're not going just to trash whatever the gains have made by maybe deciding to accuse one person and put the blame on the other persons who have been doing incredible work. And I understand that we have had a conversation here around the 2/3 gender role, and I think that is again that we should really own and be proud about, and we should be really careful on the stories that we write about the 2/3 gender role, because there is also there is a section of Kenyans who think that, you know, the 2/3 gender role should not be there, people should compete fairly, and you've had this conversations before where our women leaders have been termed flower girls and so forth. So as a woman practitioner, media practitioner, I would like to ask other journalists to ensure that they write positive stories. There is that other side that is trying to water down the gains, but you have a responsibility to show what is the impact of the gains we have made, so that you can have other people be able to say, yeah, I think I resonate with this. I think if you have more women in leadership, then you're going to have an impact, because we need, yes, the women leaders, currently cabinet governors, to do the work of ensuring that we get more women leaders to serve Kenyans.